It is time for a microphone comparison video between the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus and the new VideoMic NTG. Both outstanding microphones, but this one has me incredibly impressed. I'll tell you about it. And yes, this is a little different of a setup than normal, but because I'm doing a mic comparison, I wanted to be able to do it as accurately as possible, so I'm inside where I record all my vocals for music stuff and voiceover stuff. You can hear that it's treated very, very well. There's no acoustic reverb happening, and it will allow you to really hear the difference between these microphones. So that's why I'm in this very unique situation. But sounds nice, doesn't it? Throughout this video, while I am doing comparisons, I'll make sure that I put on the screen which mic you are listening to. Currently, you're listening to the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus because, well, I only have one of these, so I can't put this on while I'm showing it to you. But I won't bore you with all the specs of the VideoMic Pro Plus because if you are interested in knowing those things, you can go to Rode's site directly and you can get all that information. But long story short, this is really designed to be an on-camera microphone, and it does a great job at that. The sound quality is great. The flexibility of being able to have plus 20 dB gain or negative 10 cut on the gain gives you lots of flexibility in your range. It has a low cut filter, which is really good. It has a dual track recording, which is really nice for when you want to have two separate tracks that allow you to have one that's lower than the other. All those things that you'd come to know and love, and that's really it. The VideoMic Pro Plus has a detachable 3.5mm cable, which is great because it allows you to replace the cable if the cable for some reason went bad, but it also allows you to extend it so you can have it a lot longer if you wanted to use it on a boom pole or something else. So that was a great feature that they added in this camera, as well as the auto on-off, which was a big deal because the previous model used to have to use a 9-volt battery and all that, and it was not so great, but a huge improvement for sure. So right now you're listening to the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus in my standard setup that I use for vlogging, which is on top of the camera. I have a 16-35 lens, so it's nice and wide, and I like to be able to be very close to the camera when I'm talking because the audio stays really nice and clean. This is how I always use it when I'm out and about traveling or when I'm talking to the camera. Very rarely do I use any sort of external mic for just vlog stuff, so this is how close I am. As you can see, I'm only probably about a foot away, and it sounds great. It's a great sounding microphone, and I've always been happy with the sound that I get from it. Right now, I do not have the low cut filter on, just so that you can hear how much actual low end does come from this microphone when you want it. Normally when I am vlogging on a regular basis, I have that low cut at 75 Hertz. That way it cuts out some of that low rumble. But for this comparison, I wanted to be able to let you hear exactly what it sounds like, just in case that's important for you to hear the whole spectrum. So let's switch over now to the VideoMic NTG. So you are now listening to the Rode VideoMic NTG, and one thing to note that I think is a huge advantage is, as you can see from this side shot here, look at how much further the microphone comes to the end of the lens. I'm using a wide-angle lens, a 16-35, and I always like the audio to be as close as possible when I'm vlogging. The great thing about the NTG is, as you see on the top of the hot shoe, it actually has the ability to slide forward on the hot shoe, so it can slide all the way forward or it can slide all the way back. Now what's great is, as you can see, it is almost extending to the very end of this lens, which makes a huge difference in terms of audio quality because it's nice and close to the subject. At the end of the day, the closer the microphone is to the actual subject you're filming, the better it sounds. And I typically like an 8 to 12 inches away from the mouth when I'm doing boom pole or shotgun stuff, and this allows it to be exactly at that. And I think that's a huge, huge advantage. One really nice improvement they made to the NTG compared to the VideoMic Pro Plus was the actual way that you can change and really dial in the exact gain settings that you want. If you remember, on the VideoMic Pro Plus, you had three options. You either had 0 dB, plus 20 dB, or minus 10 dB, but nothing in between. And so when you were looking for those fine detail adjustments, you had to do them in the camera, which is then using the camera's preamp a little more than sometimes you want on some of these DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. The VideoMic NTG has an actual gain knob and dial on the back that you can rotate from 0 to 15 in terms of settings, which is really great because you have tons of flexibility in how much gain you get, and you can make very little minor adjustments adjustments that just get you the exact level you want without having to just jump from 0 dB to plus 20 or from 0 to minus 10. You can really dial in the exact settings that you want to get the volume and the levels perfect. I really like that because as someone who's into audio and likes to be able to have that kind of control, I didn't like the fact that if I had to go to plus 20 dB to get more sound, but that was too hot, I had to just go all the way back to 0, and then I had to make some adjustments on the camera's preamp, which I really try to stay away from. I really think having this extra flexibility of being able to dial in your exact settings will really help you get better sound quality and more consistent sound quality depending on what you're filming. Both the microphones have supercardioid patterns, meaning they are going to pick up very directly in front of the microphone and maybe a little bit of off-axis stuff, but it's really designed to eliminate all the other noise behind the microphone and kind of to the extreme sides, which is great because when you are doing some sort of shotgun thing or some sort of vlogging in public, it's really nice to have that directional sound and not worry about the rest of the stuff that you're hearing. But let me show you what I really think is unique about the VideoMic NTG. Now you see what really makes this microphone, the Rode VideoMic NTG, unique is that it can actually be plugged in via USB-C straight to your computer, and you can actually use it as a USB mic. Now, that's incredible for a lot of reasons. The biggest one being, as someone like me who travels a lot and occasionally wants to do some voiceover stuff, or maybe just be able to have a better microphone for video conferencing with a webcam, or like my HD webcam that I use, I like being able to have a microphone that I can use without having to have an interface. And I don't want to have to record a voiceover via the EOS R by just recording a video file and then ripping the audio. I can just plug this in right to the actual computer with USB-C, and as you're hearing now, it shows up as an interface just like any microphone would, and you can record straight into programs like Logic or Ableton or Pro Tools, whatever it is. You can record with the microphone directly into the computer. That's amazing. And as you can hear, the microphone sounds great. Put it on a little desktop stand and you can talk right into it and do voiceover stuff, or just have a better webcam microphone, whatever you want. I mean, it's just really convenient that all the great things this mic has to offer doesn't have to be used strictly on top of a camera. You can use it for something like this, or you can use it on a boom pole and wire it to a camera directly. You can use it for a lot of different purposes, and I think that that's a big advantage when it comes to this microphone. The VideoMic Pro Plus does not obviously connect to the computer, and for someone who does a lot of different type of stuff, this works really well because now you have a little bit more of a versatile microphone that is used for more purpose than just one. And then check out this awesome little hack. If you use it alongside of the Rode Go Wireless, you can have like a wireless microphone, but not just a wireless microphone, you now have a wireless shotgun microphone. So on the entire last video that I just did on my channel all about Final Cut Pro shortcuts, I actually used this microphone on top of a boom pole, just like you normally would, and wirelessly transmitted it right to the EOS R. So talk about convenience, not having to run any sort of microphone into there. But on top of that, most shotgun microphones require XLR, which obviously a lot of mirrorless cameras like the EOS R or the GH5 or anything, they don't have XLR inputs, so you're kind of limited. But this allows you to run wirelessly from a shotgun microphone straight into an actual camera wirelessly. No cables needed at all. And because of that, you can get really great audio just like you would have here with some sort of boom setup, and it sounds great and it works really, really well wirelessly, which is just, it's pretty awesome. So all in all, I think the VideoMic NTG is an awesome, awesome microphone. And I think it's a great one for anyone who does YouTube content or even video production as a profession. It's a very versatile mic that you can use for a lot of different things. And to me, that's always great when you can find a microphone that serves other purposes. And specifically in my life, this will absolutely be on top of my EOS R now for all my vlogging, because I like having this microphone with me rather than anything else because of the fact that I can use it for other purposes when I am out and about. So I'm absolutely impressed with it. I really like the sound quality. I really like the low profile design, and I think it just works really well. And Rode, you did a great job once again. Just, you're killing it right now.